What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a hot minute, but I'm back. I'm ready to get this going. I got me a little tripod ring light situation going on, at least for right now, so that I can produce more content for you guys. But for today I do have this look. All right, so for starters, we're gonna go ahead and start off with chapstick because it has SPF, and during these times it's crazy out here. And then I always start off with my eyes. I don't know why. I'm gonna go ahead and use my NYX. I like this palette. It's really like versatile, I guess you can say. I mainly just use it for little stuff like priming my lids or like sculpting my eyebrows. I don't really like it as a concealer. I feel like it just, I don't know, it leaves them a little bit too bright for me. Don't we all want that, right? Like for it to be bright, but it's like a different type of bright. Okay, so once we have all that set, I'm gonna actually set it with my Morphe palette, and I'm actually gonna be doing working mainly with this one here, just because it has all of your neutral natural shades. So this is what that looks like there. I'm gonna go in with this top color right here. Luckily I just washed my brushes, so I just use a big one just to set that in, so you won't have any creasing when you put on your shadow. And like I said, today we're just gonna go for something super simple. This is like an everyday type of look, at least for me. And I normally use the same shades, but I don't know if I want to like spice it up a little bit. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and take in this color on the edge here. I don't think this has names, but if my makeup looks pretty busted, don't judge me. It's been through a lot. So we're gonna start by taking that shade here and just blending that in there, just so you guys can kind of see there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a little bit of a smaller brush. Most of my brushes are actually gonna be from Amazon. I feel like, you know, they have the best deals. I'm sorry, they have the best deals. For like 10 bucks, you can get almost all the brushes you need just for your eyes. So I think it works out fine. And I've had some of these for a couple of years now, and they've held up pretty good. I mean, they're now starting to fall apart, and they're probably about like 10 years old. So can't be mad at them for that. And then next, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this orangey color here. As you can tell, it's my favorite. That's why we are hitting pan. Just like a darker orangey shade will do. And then just going in with the fluffy brush. I try and use small fluffy brushes the closer I get into my lid. And then the ones out here, I'll use bigger ones. For the sake of myself, use a smaller mirror just so I can see better. Hopefully you guys can see pretty good. I know it looks pretty busted right now, but my makeup is a type of makeup where you gotta just wait till the end. You gotta just wait till the end, because the in-between looks pretty rough. Just taking that color, putting it in the socket there. Just go back and forth, sweeping motions. So before we get into the base shade, I just like to blend everything in, again with that first color, and really just go up here. I was about to go into nothingness, literally. Again, I've done this look so many times that this is kind of like just autopilot. Just make sure it looks good. Then I do a lot of going over the colors. I feel like that's just the safest way, because if you start packing a bunch of colors and then trying to work with it after, it's just gonna be hard. This brush is actually not from Amazon. So this is a Morphe, I don't know, wow, totally doesn't help my case, but this is a Morphe brush here. I love this one because it's just like the perfect type of fluffy. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a darker brown. I usually do any of these right here, mainly this one. This is a little bit of a warmer brown. If I want to go a little bit darker, I just use the ones around it. And yeah, so all you want to do is go ahead and pack it on the lid, and then kind of start blending it into those other colors. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. And I'm gonna go back in with that orange, that first orange. And we're gonna put it kind of like on top of that color there. So in there, just sweeping motions, dropping motions, and then I'm gonna take a brighter orange. So I usually like using this one here. This is what we've been using for that like top part, but to make it a little bit brighter, I'm gonna go ahead and use that one. All right, and once you've blended out the oranges how you would like, again, can't stress out enough, I feel like it's really important to find a color in all of your palettes that that's like your eraser color. So if you make any mistakes, you can go ahead and use that color just to have a smoother transition. It just so happens that this is my eraser color. So even if I go and use different palettes, I'll most likely still use that same corner color just because it's the perfect mix of bright, but not like in a casty type of way. It just, I don't know, it just erases all of my mistakes. I wish you could do it to my life. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so just go ahead and blend that all out up into your eyebrows, just cause. Boom. Once you have that, you're kind of also, I'm sorry, I just keep going in. Sometimes it's like enough, but not enough. But once you have that, you are all set. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows and I'll be right back. All right, so we are back and the brows are good to go. I was about to say back and the brows are filled. You guys watch Manny and Mary. Alrighty, and then to prime our face, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Prime Plus Revlon. I love this stuff, but it didn't even last like a week in my makeup collection, because then it started getting kind of funky because it's like a really thick consistency, but I love it because your makeup stays on forever. Sorry, I had to get it from the actual tube itself. That's disgusting. Yeah, I mainly just prime my T-zone here and then the cheek-ish area. Just because with everything going on, I try not to put too much product right here. And then for foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Revlon Superstay here in the color Golden Beige. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use my Morphe brush here again. You see, my other one is Morphe just because it has a gold. This one is the Morphe Y7. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start by lightly putting that all over the face there. Get a little bit closer for you guys. Sorry if this whole video is like pretty far away. I still have to figure out the kinks to everything. And since this is just a really light look, I'm not gonna add crazy amount of foundation. It looks a little bit orangey in the light, huh? I mean, yellowy. Oh wow. I feel like none of my foundations match me right now because I am tan. I am tan. You know you're tan when your darkest foundation does not match you. And then when I go around the eyebrows, I just kind of lightly do that there. I thought I got it like on my actual eyebrow. Well, I kind of did. I definitely need to go back in there. So whenever that happens, you could use a smaller brush around this area here, but I just like to risk it all. So, you know, we live on the edge. Living on the edge, baby. So next, to set everything up, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Revlon here. Like I said, some of these products you're probably gonna see all the time. I can't afford all kinds of makeup. What do you think this is? Okay, so now that the face is set, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some bronzer, and for that I'm using my Wet n Wild here. So I'm gonna go ahead and conceal my eyes, and for that I am using my, where's this from again? I totally forgot. Brain fart moment. Juvia's Place. Palace. I can't remember. Either way. I just like using one of these brushes. I think that they come in handy so much. I'm trying not to make the weird faces, but that's kind of hard. Oh, screw it. Look a little frightened real quick. And then for this, the edge here, just push it up. And then we're gonna kind of do a little blending there. That way you don't just have like a line. And again, just push it back. It's really just because this line can get a little bit harsh and you want it to all be seamless and nice. And then I just drag the excess wherever you would highlight. I don't like doing the whole shebang. It's just not me. I prefer to just work with powders. Like I said, I am using the Wet n Wild contour palette. I think this palette works really good. Some may even say it's a dupe for the Anastasia, but I don't want to go there. And then I'm also going to use that bronzer from that same palette. And I'm going to go ahead and use an angled brush. As you can tell, this is what I mean by them getting kind of beat up a little bit. And then when it comes to face products, I always like to take off the excess by blowing, tapping, whatever. Just because if not, if you go straight to your cheek with this, you will see lines. That will be pretty hard to blend. So to save yourself the nightmare. Then I'm just putting that on my temples, just to add some color, a little bit on the cheek. Bring a little bit of life back. And then sometimes I contour my nose, but again, since I'm doing just like a simple look, I just like to put a little bit on there and then a little bit on the sides. I'm just kind of pinching that same brush. So I keep looking over here, I mean this way, but this looking like straight at my phone makes me look crooked, so I gotta look at, it's hard, man. I'm trying. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my blush. I'm using my Ulta. This is the color Velvet Blush. I really love this one because it's dark. It's like a dark blush, so it just gives it a more fierce look, I feel. In my head, that's what happens. I just follow my bronzing method by just going this way. And then I take a little bit and again put that on my nose just to give some color. So then for our bottom lash line, I'm gonna go ahead and use that same pan orange. We're gonna call it. And I'm gonna just go ahead and go under. I'm used to looking up, but I know that not everybody is. So just look down, like towards an angle, and then just kind of, you see my eyes still do the going up thing, because I hate having like little makeup brush hair go into your eyelid. It's not a good feeling. And then I feel like this is the most important part. It's the inner corner. It is the inner corner. Once you do the inner corner, it's like, whoa, she's alive, she's awake. So for that, I want to go ahead and use this one right here. It's like a champagne type of color. Just using that with my finger. All right, so next, I feel like it's a step that a lot of people skip, but it's super vital. And that's doing your upper lash line. And I'm gonna use the e.l.f., what is this? No Budge Retractable Liner. I think this one is really good. Not only that, it has so much product. This is my second pencil in months. Probably like, how long has it been? I know my first one might have lasted me like 5 months. I don't know if that's safe to say, but I said it. And I'm gonna go ahead and just line the top here. And if you're scared to do this, don't worry, we all were, but eventually you get used to that, because it makes the eyelashes look way more fuller than they really are. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just curl my eyelashes. I think this is one of those lash curlers that's been around for centuries. You don't know where they come from. They're just there. And I kind of do it in 3 steps. So I do the bottom, the middle part, and then the top there. Just keep squeezing. And for this look, I'm only going to use mascara again, just to stick with that simpleness. And not a lot of people know how to put on eyelashes. I know I just learned last year, enough to feel comfortable wearing them out in public. So I'm just using upwards motions, wiggling the lash. And then I love getting these corner ones here, and so I move them forward and then I move them all back just to give us a more defined corner. A little cat eye effect moment. Again, just bring them all forward and then back. Dip into it one more time. We're gonna go ahead and do the bottom lashes. So before we keep going, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I do have the Make It Last by Milani. I feel like this, along with the Revlon primer, makes your face stay on forever. And then for lipstick, what do I want to do? And then for lipsticks, okay, if there's one thing you guys should know about me is I am a lip liner gal. So I'm gonna go ahead and redo the chapstick. I don't know why, I just like the way lip liners wear out. I like the way they feel on the lips. I don't know, it's just a personal preference. But for the sake of you guys, I'm gonna try and explore and try different things, but you are gonna see a lot of lip liners. So I am using the Italia, something like that, mauve color. It's gonna be this one right here. Ugh, look at my chapped lips. Sorry you guys, my lips are really chapped. I'm trying. And then I like to do this top part here just to give it a little bit more fuller look. Okay. I feel like this one's a little bit too light for my likings. I was gonna use a different one and I completely lost it, so we're trying. You know what, I'm just gonna do a lip gloss for the sake of, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the e.l.f. I really love this one. I'm not much of a lip gloss person, as I was just saying, but this one is pretty cool. It's like a lip plumping one, so I feel like it gives the appearance of more fuller lips, and you could feel the little tangy feeling of them plumping, I guess. And this is in the color Mocha Twist. Twist that. All right, it's a really pretty mauve color. I mean, it's summer, right? Why not give it a little razzle dazzle? I feel like I'm not this light, but the appearance, but the ring light is making me look really flushed of color, let's just say. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Although on my mirror, I look like a tanned goddess. Alright you guys, so I think this is it for the look. Please go ahead and like, subscribe. I hope to be putting out way more content. I know I kind of hyped myself up and then just never came back to it, but I do want to start. I have my little tripod ring light thing that was really useful, and that's the reason why I wanted to do this look for you guys today, just to kind of check that out and see, and hopefully that it worked good. I know I'm still trying to get the angles and the lighting right, so just let me know if you need me to go a little bit closer, if I need to speak a little bit louder, a different angle, different lighting, just let me know. But aside from that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.